CSS Flexbox is amazing, but it always had one annoying issue. Whenever you added wrapper elements to group certain parts of your layout, the Flexbox layout was broken, as it only applies to direct children of the Flex container. So you had to start over with a new Flexbox layout inside that wrapper and write the same properties again. In this video, I want to explain how you can solve this problem with the new display contents property and how to avoid some mistakes that might occur. If we look at this navbar, you can see how we have a very basic Flexbox layout working. But the moment we add a complex element, the layout is going to break. For example, what if I add a controls container that holds a few list items with buttons? The buttons have icons inside for a search function, dark mode, and so on. These buttons are inside a div container which I call controls. That way I can style the buttons differently in CSS. Now, while the buttons look good, you can see how they don't fit within the layout. The problem is, the UL is our Flex container. It has align item center and a gap applied. But Flexbox sees the controls div as just one Flex item. That means the gap and the vertical alignment apply to the div itself, not to the individual li elements. Usually, to fix this, you would have to redeclare a Flexbox layout inside the wrapper. So you'd end up writing display flex, align item center, and gap all over again. It works, but now you've got duplicated Flexbox code in two places. Instead, we can solve this in one line with display contents. Now the Flexbox layout applies to the LIs directly, and the gap is working. But why is that? Display contents removes the wrapper from the layout flow. And the child elements, meaning the LIs, are treated as if they were direct children of the UL. So the browser will act like the controls container isn't even there, so that the LIs will become the Flex items. But if you want to use this, you have to be careful, because of two reasons. First, browser support is not perfect yet. But more importantly, once you use display contents, any visual styles you've applied to the wrapper will no longer work. Margins, padding, background colors, they all disappear because the box is gone. As you can see, originally I had a margin on the controls container, to have that container separated on the right side. With display contents, that margin stopped working. So now you would have to apply that margin either on the first child of this container or on the login link over here. Then it will work again. So for the future, remember, display contents will act as if the element does not exist, and it moves the child elements one layer up in the HTML hierarchy, which is great if you want to continue to use the same layout styles from above. Only use display contents when you don't actually want to style the wrapper visually, and you only want to use it to style the child elements. It will also come in handy if you use the container only for structural reasons, like semantic HTML grouping, or accessibility attributes like ARIA, or even search engine optimization. In all of these cases, use display contents. If you like quick CSS tricks like this, subscribe to the channel and watch this video to learn more. My name is Fabian and this was Coding to Go. I will see you in the next video.